What if your fall wardrobe wasn't just clothing, but a feeling you could step into? This season is about creating outfits that ground you, empower you, and linger in memory. Keep watching, because I'm about to show you the exact colors and textures that turn everyday looks into timeless autumn statements. Daily rituals. Romanticizing fall doesn't require grand gestures. It begins with the tiniest details woven into your daily life. Picture waking slowly, not to the harsh glow of a phone screen, but to the soft flicker of a candle by your bedside. That little flame has the power to ease you into the day gently, reminding you that life deserves to be savored. Perhaps you then step toward the window with a warm mug of chai or a maple spice latte, letting the crisp air kiss your skin as amber leaves drift past. And when evening arrives, what better way to soften the hours than curling up beneath a chunky knit blanket, the fabric textured and grounding as you lose yourself in a novel or even in your own quiet thoughts written in a journal. These rituals may appear simple, but they transform ordinary hours into treasured chapters. By infusing your surroundings with intentional warmth, you invite the romance of fall into every corner of your day. And often, it starts with the feeling of slipping into a favorite cardigan or draping a scarf around your shoulders, clothing that doesn't just keep you warm, but makes you feel held. Textures and colors. Fall is a season of sensation, and fashion is the easiest way to immerse yourself in its magic. Texture is your strongest tool. Brushed suede boots that whisper with every step, a velvet skirt that catches the light, or the thick embrace of a cable knit sweater. Each piece is an invitation to touch, to linger, and to feel. Then there are colors. The palette of autumn is endlessly poetic. Russet reds, forest greens, mustard golds, deep scarlets, muted plums, and soft taupes. These shades echo the turning leaves and fading sunlight, carrying a certain moodiness that makes everyday life feel cinematic. And finally, there is layering, which is essentially the art of fall. When you layer a silk camisole beneath a chunky cardigan, or wear a lace blouse under a wool blazer, you create depth that is as visual as it is emotional. Even the contrast of delicate and grounded fabrics adds dimension. A flowy chiffon dress paired with a ribbed turtleneck and cinched by a soft leather belt, or cropped trousers topped with a loose scarf and oversized blazer can feel like poetry written in fabric. Textures and colors in fall are more than style choices. They're emotional cues. These pairings remind us that fashion in autumn isn't simply about dressing for warmth, it's about dressing for atmosphere. The right texture or shade has the power to turn a casual stroll into a cinematic moment, the kind that lingers in memory long after the leaves have fallen. Outfit ideas. The true charm of fall style lies in weaving romance into daily life. A cozy day at home doesn't have to mean sloppy dressing. Try a fleece-lined cardigan in a caramel tone, layered over a ribbed Henley bodysuit in muted olive or mustard, with wool lounge pants that drape softly. Wool blend slipper socks or even ballet flats complete the picture. The effect is elevated loungewear, comfortable yet intentional. The key is to let layers fall naturally. Leave the cardigan unbuttoned, allow a sleeve cuff to peek out, and enjoy the relaxed softness. For a coffee date or casual errands, let a soft cream turtleneck peek beneath a burnt sienna slip dress. Pair it with tall suede boots in a cinnamon shade, and top it with a wool bucket hat. The accessories here matter. A leather satchel with brass details, rose gold hoops, and even a faux fur scrunchie, worn at your wrist, add charm. The combination feels playful, yet chic, perfect for little everyday adventures. Brunch with friends or a workday calls for more polish. A pleated burgundy skirt paired with a fitted charcoal mock neck top creates sophistication. Add a cropped houndstooth wool blazer, chunky loafers, and visible cable knit socks for interest. Accessorize with an oversized scarf worn shawl style, a crossbody with a scarf tied around the strap, and perhaps a vintage brooch pinned at the lapel. Whether you belt the blazer for shape or leave it loose for movement, the look sways between tailored and romantic. And for an evening stroll or a library date, nothing feels more romantic than a velvet wrap dress in deep plum. Layer with a camel wool overcoat, add a beret for drama, and finish with ankle boots. Tuck ribbed crew socks above the boots for charm, leather gloves, a soft scarf draped asymmetrically, and even the simple act of carrying a favorite book complete the atmospheric mood. The look whispers of autumn evenings, of lamplight, and of stories yet to unfold. Romantic details. Romance lives in the details. Swap the thin scarves of summer for thicker, fringed ones that feel like a hug. Tilt a felt fedora or knit beanie ever so slightly for a playful yet dramatic angle. Choose leather gloves for a classic touch or fingerless knit ones for an artistic flair. Jewelry should not be an afterthought. A single pearl necklace, a chunky chain bracelet, or mismatched vintage rings add character and intimacy. These are not just accessories. They are subtle touches that make a simple outfit unforgettable. When you tie a scarf around your handbag handle or wrap your hair with a velvet ribbon, you are essentially writing love notes into your style. A brooch pinned to the lapel of a coat, a tiny locket worn close to the heart, or even patterned tights peeking out from under a skirt. These are the little secrets that elevate your look from ordinary to enchanting. What makes details so powerful is their ability to speak quietly, yet linger in memory. A pair of delicate gloves left on a cafe table, or the flash of gold hoops catching the late afternoon sun, creates a sense of story. These flourishes are not loud or demanding, but they whisper with elegance, turning everyday dressing into an art form. And isn't that what romance is all about? Styling tricks. There is a quiet art in how we combine pieces, and fall is the perfect time to explore it. Balance is everything. Pair an oversized cardigan with slim jeans, or let a flowing skirt offset a fitted knit. Depth also comes from layering colors in a tonal palette. A rust blouse beneath a plum sweater with a wine-colored coat on top feels lush and intentional without looking overdone. Do not be afraid of slight mismatches. A tweed jacket thrown over a floral dress feels unexpected, and it's precisely this element of surprise that creates romance. Texture stacking, too, makes life more tactile. A velvet dress with a fluffy shawl, cinched with a leather belt, and topped with a wool beret invites layers of appreciation. Even hair can participate. Try wrapping a ponytail in silk ribbon or tucking a scarf beneath your hat brim for subtle magic. Shoes, often overlooked, can shift the entire story of an outfit. Swap ballet flats for ankle boots, or lace up brogues for a grounded yet feminine twist. And never underestimate the power of outerwear. Wearing a cape coat over wide-leg trousers or casually throwing a trench across your shoulders transforms an ordinary walk into a cinematic moment. The trick is to treat getting dressed as a small ritual. When you allow yourself to linger in front of the mirror, adjusting a cuff or straightening a collar, you are creating not just a look, but a mood, and fall is the season that rewards that kind of attention. Everyday life. Romanticizing fall doesn't end when you step outside. It lives in the simplest of routines. Imagine starting your morning coffee ritual in a cozy sweater, layered over your pajamas, with a dainty necklace that makes even the earliest hours feel polished. A trip to the market becomes a small ceremony when you slip into a floral long-sleeve blouse with high-waisted jeans and ankle boots, a scarf tied neatly at your neck. Even running errands can feel elevated when you approach it with intention, pairing a structured coat with soft leather gloves, letting a belt cinch your waist just so, and noticing how the season's colors complement your outfit. Work or class is elevated by subtle details. A crisp button-down beneath a cable-knit vest creates dimension, and letting soft tendrils of hair escape your bun adds ease to the structure. Layering a textured scarf over your blazer or adding a small brooch to your lapel can make meetings feel more elegant, even if the day itself is mundane. And even moments of solitude matter. At home, wrap yourself in a plush robe in muted rose or mocha, tie a ribbon in your hair, light a candle, and let the soundtrack of acoustic music frame your self-care. Pouring tea into your favorite mug, flipping through a notebook with your handwriting spilling across the page, or gently arranging flowers in a vase all count. These aren't just routines, they are rituals of self-love written through fabric, scent, and sound. Small gestures that make ordinary life feel cinematic and tender. Color palettes. To fully embrace the season, think of your wardrobe as a painter's palette. The foundation begins with shades like caramel, oxblood, forest green, mustard, marigold, plum, mocha, oat, and charcoal. These hues are timeless, rich, and versatile. Then add accents: burnt orange, dusty rose, russet red, olive khaki, and faded denim blue. They work like brushstrokes, softening or intensifying the main tones. Just think of an oatmeal scarf layered over a rust-colored blazer, or olive trousers paired with a dusty rose blouse beneath a beige coat. The effect is not just stylish, but deeply evocative, like walking beneath trees just as the sun dips low and everything glows amber. Colors have emotion, and in fall, they carry romance. Pairing complementary shades like marigold with plum or oxblood with soft taupe creates visual harmony, while subtle contrasts, like mustard against olive or burnt orange against charcoal, add a quiet drama. Even neutrals can feel intentional. A cream sweater with camel trousers, accented with a coffee brown belt and bronze jewelry, creates warmth and depth without overwhelming the senses. When you dress with these shades in mind, every glance in the mirror becomes an affirmation that fall is not just a season, it is a living, breathing mood expressed through color, texture, and intention. And here's the thing, colors alone won't tell the whole story. They need something else to bring them alive, to give them movement and dimension. What comes next takes your fall looks from thoughtful to unforgettable. Perfect pairings. The secret to creating an autumnal wardrobe lies not only in color, but in pairing textures. A chunky cable knit sweater with a silk slip skirt feels both soft and sensual. A structured wool blazer thrown over a velvet dress is plush yet powerful. A suede skirt paired with a flannel shirt creates a grounded, earthy charm, while a turtleneck layered beneath a chiffon overlay feels ethereal. Even something as simple as leather boots with wool socks paired with a pleated skirt creates rustic romance. Experimenting with unexpected combinations elevates the everyday. A cashmere scarf tossed over a leather jacket, or a satin blouse tucked into a tweed skirt, creates subtle tension between soft and structured. Velvet gloves paired with a wool coat or a fuzzy beret atop a silk scarf add delicate layers that feel curated yet effortless. These combinations are tactile and memorable. They invite not only your eyes but your hands to linger, reminding you that fall is the season to savor touch as much as sight, and to dress in a way that feels intimate, intentional, and poetic. And that's the charm of autumn. Every outfit feels like a little love note to yourself. If you're ready to keep that feeling going, don't miss this next video. We'll be stepping into winter outfits that are just as timeless, with a touch of elegance to make even the chilliest days feel stylish.